Hey, Bolo buddies, thanks for watching. Okay, a category Bolo video here and one that gets talked about a lot. And I just wanted to kind of share with you guys some that are popular or some to be on the lookout for. And that is cross stitch kits. All right. So there's different things to look for, and we're just going to kind of go over some of those things. Some people might rule some of them out, and maybe you shouldn't. So I'm going to explain that. And we are going to get started here. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps bump me in the search. And here we go. Let's get learning. Get learning. Never said that before. All right, Bolo buddies, let's get learning. All right, so the first item is this counted cross stitch kit. And this one sold for $242.50 plus shipping. And I'm really not sure why, other than maybe it's the brand. I mean, it looks like it's out of the package here. I want to see what they started the auction at. $15.50. All right, let's look down here. It says lifestyle collection, new, open for pictures because it is vintage. I hope they didn't unseal it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if maybe just more than one person really wanted the item, or if this is a special collection that maybe just a couple people really needed. I'm really confused because it doesn't seem like anything special to me. How many people were bidding on it? 10 different bidders. So yeah, it must be something that maybe there were limited numbers made. I don't know, because 10 unique bidders and 23 bids. The next item is this, it's 26 by 30. It's Jacobine floral stamped linen Crell. I'm not really sure how to say that. I'm probably saying it wrong. But it's embroidery by Louis Trimes. So Louise and then Chimes, not chimes. It's like chimes with an R. So Trimes. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's not even a word. They're making it up. Okay, so it doesn't even appear that this has any, like, what do you call that? Embroidery floss with it. It's just the stamped linen. And this sold for $228.25 with 11 bids. I feel like I see things like this and I wouldn't even think twice to get them. So I'm going to start looking at embroidery patterns for sure. So here's what it says on the tag. Embroidery pattern was designed by Louis Trimes. And it says America's famous needlework, it's cut off, medalist. So maybe he's like really famous. I don't know. But yeah, so I guess look them up if you find them without the other the embroidery floss and stuff. Okay, so I have sold a lot of these. I've never sold a lot of 826. I usually sell like 100 at a time, and vintage seems to do much better. I'm actually thinking that this seller would have made a lot more money if they would have divided these up into 100 skeins each. But either way, 826 skeins sold for $179 plus shipping. Again, I have sold vintage embroidery floss. It does sell. It does sell for good money. Um, I think the seller could have made more money. But either way, definitely be on the lookout. Now you know about it if you haven't before. If you watch my videos, you've probably seen me show where I've sold these before. All right, so this is a vintage queen wood embroidery hoop. Okay, so this is just a hoop. And if you look here, it says queen, and then it's got that patent pending branding on it. But if you see those, definitely look them up. I think that queen is the one you're looking for. I don't know what makes these so special. I am not a crafter, but if you go to my Bolo Buddies category video, craft Bolo items that sell for big money, I think this is one of the items that is in it. So I have seen this before, but there are tons of crafts in that video that are just surprising, really. I mean, it's just amazing what people, are interested in buying and what they collect or what they've used in the past and that it's vintage and they just want it, and they'll pay up for it. So did I say what this sold for? It sold for $171.87. The seller did pay the shipping and there were 28 bids. And again, this is the Vintage Queen wood embroidery hoop. This one just happens to be 7 inches. The next item is this Vintage Dimensions Gold Collection. If you guys see Dimensions Gold Collection, typically these are a BOLO. Definitely look them up. A lot of them have barcodes, but you can put in the title of, or is that what you would call it? The title, like this is Glad Tidings Stockings. And a lot of times they have a number, like this is number 8564. So if you put that information into eBay under the sold section, you can pretty much look up these really easily. This one sold for $167.50 with 16 bids and free shipping. The next item is this Cruel kit. It's 3-bird tree. It's mid-century modern. That's probably what helped sell this one. It looks to be still in the original packaging, and it's brand new. And this one sold for $157.50 with 29 bids plus shipping. I don't think I've heard of this brand. So even if it's not Dimensions or Busilla, definitely still look it up. And this one I would have picked up just because it's adorable. And I would have saw this and I would have known that it was going to be a BOLO just because it's cute and it's MCM. The next item is this Busilla Needlecraft calendar kit. So it's an advent calendar. Number 1, that's a plus. It's Busilla, that's a plus. I'm pretty sure it's vintage, so that's another plus. And this sold for $155 with 9 bids and the buyer paid shipping. Another Dimensions stocking, and this is a needlepoint stocking. Dimensions is fantastic. Christmas stockings. If you can find needlepoint stocking related, they are typically a BOLO. People want these. I think they make them and use them for Christmas. I mean, they want the vintage ones. So they don't want to go to the store and buy a new one. They want the vintage. So definitely be on the lookout. This one sold for $115.50 plus shipping. I'm sorry, free shipping on this one with 8 bids. Here's another one. This one's Sunset Stitchery. And again, it's a stocking where you can personalize it with a name. And it's a Christmas keepsake. This one sold for $100 with 11 bids. It looks new in the package, but again, it looks like they have taken it out of the plastic. So I don't know. Sometimes you get them and they're just not sealed at the top, but they're still new. So 11 bids, $100, and the buyer paid shipping. All right, so this is a finished cross stitch. Yes, I said finished. That means that even though they are finished, people will still buy them. And if you guys go and check out my estate sale find, I think is in the title. Let's see, it says estate sale find. They didn't know about this BOLO. So go check out that video and you'll see some stuff. They're not in this video, but some finished products that I sold that my estate sale company, I shouldn't say my estate sale company, but the estate sales that I go to, the company is really, really like they know the BOLOs. You usually can't get one by them, like meaning I don't find a lot of stuff that I buy because everything is priced at, I guess, resellers prices, think how much I would sell it for. So from time to time, I find stuff. If I go on 50% off day, you guys know me. I like to bundle and get really, really good deals. So it's hard for me to pay up when I'm really not 100% sure because I'm still learning. So this is a owl and it's cross stitch and it is complete and finished and it sold for $104.50 and it had free shipping and it had 2 bids and it doesn't appear to be framed or anything like that. It's just on the, I can't think of what that's called, whatever the background is. So the pattern. Yeah. All right, so the next item, this is a lot of 10 counted cross stitch kits. So if you get some and they don't have a lot of value individually, I still list them separately because to me they're good bread and butter items, 15, 20, even $10 each. I mean, there's 10 here. So if they sold these for $10 each, they would have made $100. But they sold all 10 of these for $79 plus shipping with 7 bids. And it looks like there's some stockings up here. So I feel they would have done better selling at least the stockings separate. And it could have been a reseller that was buying this to resell. Okay, so this is it's a needlepoint cross stitch pillow and it's already made. So again, if you see items that are cross stitch and they're complete, it's okay to check them out because this has these cute little dogs on it. Eskimos, I don't know what kind of dog this is, but some sort of American Eskimo dog. um, but yeah, somebody who has that dog might want this pillow. So this sold for $61.99 with 5 bids plus shipping. Here's another Bucilla stocking, and this one sold for $60 with 8 bids plus shipping. This is a Santa Claus who is fishing. You can see it's kind of got 3D, three-dimensional. It's kind of cool. It's from 2008, so not super old, but still went for decent money. The next item is this Bucilla cross stitch quilt. So this is a quilt, you guys. How amazing is that? That would take a lot of time. And it comes with the embroidery floss. It's called Poppy Fields, and it sold for $55 plus shipping. And it had 20 bids. I have sold, I think it was a Bucilla. My husband picked one up at an estate sale after I told him about it. And it was a tablecloth. And it was in the original packaging, and he did decent on it. This is another one that is complete. And I don't think I have an example, but you can also buy them incomplete where somebody has started it and, it may have just like a feather or something complete and then the rest is incomplete, but all the embroidery floss is there. People will pay up for those also. I have sold incomplete cross stitch. Like I have the package, but they're in it and they're partially done. And I've sold them for good money. So this one's complete, sold for $49.99 plus shipping, and I only had 3 bids. And this is a framed picture. So definitely pretty cool. So this is the Bucilla Christmas Needlecraft. And I am certain that if the seller would have put a buy it now on this, they probably could have gotten more money. This is a new in the package kit. I've sold these completed for more than $52. So definitely be on the lookout for these new or complete because they do sell and they are adorable. So I wanted to show you this. I'm going to show you just some more solds, but this is more to show you that these are fantastic bread and butter items. So I'm just going to kind of scroll here. You can see $38.99, $43. And these are still a little bit on the high end, like I'm going to say I'd be really happy with these prices. So more than bread and butter. Let me go down here. Let's go to page 10 and see what's happening there. So $19.99, $27, $26, $30, $31. So we're on page 10 and these things are still selling in the $20 to $30 range, more like high 20s. So you can see, I mean, there's something to it. If you can find them, you definitely want to grab them. Some of them are long tail. They take longer to sell. Like here's some more of the round wood embroidery hoops. I don't think that these are called Duchess and they don't go for as much. So definitely look at the writing on the loops. Are they called loops? hoops, not loops, on the hoops. Look at the writing and then look them up that way. So I went to what, page 15 or something. So now we're in the 15 to $20 range, which is still great, you know? Um, I mean, that's bread and butter. And a lot of the Christmas ones flip pretty quick. So definitely be on the lookout for cross stitch, embroidery, needlepoint, crafters, and people that do this, they love it. Now look at this. 1 pound only went for $17.49. Wow. Wonder why that went so low. Sometimes with auctions, oh, I see. It's kind of a mess. That's like a jewelry jar. You have to untangle all the necklaces. Ah, no, I can see why that only went for 17.49. Somebody's going to pick out the good stuff and whew, I don't know if I'd want to mess with all that other stuff. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for cross stitch kits. It's a fun little BOLO category. I've been wanting to do one and now we have one. We can add this to our playlist for category BOLO videos. I've got, let's think. Vintage tins, mugs, vintage clothing, board games, Halloween, Easter, oh, Valentine's Day. I think I have 2 Halloween. I've got bathroom BOLOs, kitchen, garage. Yeah, lots of BOLO category videos. And to me, those are really fun to kind of like learn like a category at one time because it kind of focuses you in. So definitely go check out that. I also have another BOLO category video, I should say playlist. It's called Unexpected BOLOs, 50 Unexpected BOLOs. And I think I have like 8 or 9 of those in the playlist. So definitely check that out. And of course, my bread and butter BOLO videos and my featured seller videos. So go check out the playlists. Have a great night. Keep watching, keep learning, and let's go be BOLO finders. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.